Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bronx Mike. I just started my channel about a week ago, so I'm getting used to it. So, what I'm doing today is prep day. Today's prep day. So, I'm prepping for the next week. So, in doing that, so the next week we have a Bronx morning coffee stream in the mornings around 7 a.m. Then we have a noon retro hour. I really don't have to prep for that, but I just pick a game and we just play it retro game. Right now I'm in the TurboGrafx series. Maybe later I'll do the other consoles. And then at 6 o'clock we have the twin shooter hour, which we do development in that. I'll show you how I prep for that. And then we have the limbs at 7 o'clock, and then we have a random modern game around 9 o'clock or so. I'm trying to stay consistent with everything. So this just look it up for the Bronx Morning Coffee. How I prep is I go online and I do the gaming news first, right? So I do gaming news today, and then I just look to see anything that's interesting. So we have a let me see. Uh, Today's gaming news highlight end of the year recaps, major industries like let's say EA buyout. Yeah, the EA buy is EA going private? Let's see. Let's look that up. All right, maybe that's a electronic is 55 billion led by Saudi Arabia. Oh, it is going private. Okay. Uh, is it going private? Vote in favor of leverage buyout. Okay, so the investors, the shareholders want a leverage buyout. That makes sense because they always want short-term profits over long-term gains, right? So the vast majority. So yeah, that this could be interesting to yeah. Let's go over that, okay? And then I don't want to go over everything. I'm just saying this just looks interesting on that, so we're gonna go over that. And then Zelda Twilight Princess decompiled retro scene developments. Okay, all right, okay. And then the FaZe Clan influence departures. I already talked about that. I don't want to talk about it again. So then we have Zelda Twilight. Let's see what's going on with that. Maybe that's time and such. 5 days ago, the Legend of Zelda has been decompiled to its source code as highlighted. Oh, okay. It's just been okay. We call that reverse engineering, right? In process. Or it was it. Why didn't you just ask Nintendo for the X code? Uh, Probably because they would not giving them that. So, but we could talk about that, right? So I have that, and then 007 First Light Delay. Just look on that. Maybe that's interesting to talk about. Yes, the upcoming James Bond video game 007 First Twilight came out. All right, so let me see. Um, the original was planned for May 2026 to allow for extra polish and refinement to ensure. All right, I don't know if people want to talk. Well, yeah, just talk about that's something to talk about. All right, and then I have room for one more story. Let me see. Let me see. I heard about Final Fantasy. Let me see. Final Fantasy. I guess it's 14, right? 14, right? 14. Dude, I don't know. I haven't. I played the first Final Fantasy when it first came out. My girlfriend at the time was really pissed off, and then you got to remember back in those days, the turn-based stuff was kind of cool because that's how we did it in Dungeons and Dragons when we played Dungeons and Dragons. You know. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What it says. It doesn't say much on this one. Reddit. I don't go on Reddit. Too biased. PC gamers a little biased too, but well, uh, what? Okay, Final Fantasy Christmas update. Same some bugs except for one big problem. Okay, all right. All right. It's about time for Final Fantasy 14 retires one of its most divisive, overused songs. Machination. Oh, kind of action. I don't really care about the songs. I don't know. I don't think my audience does too. X. That's official news. Final Fantasy Online, 14 Online. Okay. So it's I haven't played this game.
An evolving world, an unforgettable story.
Okay. free trial start edition. All right, so I don't know what the big news is about, but still, let's see what's the news. I spent 400 hours with Final Fantasy 14, and I can't see why. It's partly carrying Square Enix Game Edition. It's the biggest success. Okay, so it's okay. That's something we could talk about. All right. So financially, it's really big success, which is good for them. I'm not sure if a new tab, and I'll tab it up, and oh, me to Discord. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. One, no problem. Nakia '05. I don't know if I know you for someplace else. Um, yeah, but no problem. I'll definitely add you. Copy current address. I add you. You're part of the. Well, I don't want to put your information in front. Then I'll do it later after the stream. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, for wait. All right, for the chat. All right, so all right, so gaming news. That's it for the gaming news. And now we have to do some local news, right? Some local news will be Bronx news. It's kind of hard to get local Bronx news because it's not as we're not as famous as Manhattan, according or Brooklyn, you know, where all the hipsters are at. But I try Bronx local news. See, we could talk about some of that. You see, I already been to them. Okay, so ABC. Okay, let's see. 15-year-old kid, oh, killed, second teen injured in a Bronx apartment shooting. Let's look at that. Let me see if this is worth talking about.
So that's one pair of glasses with prescription lenses, plus
Allerton Avenue, yeah. A 15-year-old boy is dead and another teenager is injured after gun. Ah, man, that's
award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's
again with the guns.
Free returns, free exchanges, and free frame adjustments for
I know we have the
How
Karens.
much more is that?
I know we have the Karens who are anti-gun and stuff like that. But yeah, we had guns for hundreds of years. You ain't gonna get rid of that stuff, anything. And what you're gonna do is gonna make it so people that shouldn't have guns will have guns, and people who are ultra rich will have guns. And then guess who's in between? Yeah, you. You get it? You're the one who followed the laws and the rules and all that stuff like that. You get to have no guns whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? To protect yourself. But we'll talk about this tomorrow. Other than that, okay. And then we have For Her Mount building fire. Is that lately? Let me see. Make sure this is up to date news. I just want to make sure it's up to date news. And this news was December 20th. Yes. Okay. And then we have Mount Haven search hit and run. Yeah, that's dude. Traffic is yeah. Traffic is really bad in the Bronx, and yeah, you ain't. A lot of people are from different places, and they have different moral systems and stuff like that. So yeah. 135th Street. Okay. 135th Street firefighters contend with frozen hydrant upon arrival. Okay, they should be used to that. Flames spread to entire structure, and this was on December 16th. It's a little old, so I don't want to recap that if it's a little old already. All right, and then weather advisory, live, the loop, more. Sauron Mandani. Is he worth talking about? Let me see. He's gonna be sworn in January 1st, which will be in several days. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah. The Bronx, this was December 8th. Okay, this is old already. So yeah, I try to well in the gaming news I talk about three, and then in the local news I talk about three. National news will be three, and then world news will be three, and then we have the new Bonchinche section of the system. I mean of the talk, and that'll be at the end. And then I gotta find some Bronx style jokes in it, which usually it means dark humor, which dark humor doesn't go well by people certain demographics and stuff like that. So, but hey, screw them. You know, we're boogie down, so we're gonna say whatever we want. All right, and then we're gonna say, let me see what this. U.S. and world news. No, I'll look at it later. Okay, so I need one more story. Oh yeah, what happened to the girl that died 4 year old girl, Bendita? Okay, so we'll talk about that too. The 4 year old girl. Where is it? Police. Okay, the 4 year old girl. But that's definitely sad news. We'll talk about that, and then and that's it for the local news. So now we go. This is how I look it up, right? So I look up the. You could do AI mode too if you want to, and I use AI before like Grok and Claude, but they're a little bit how can out of touch a little bit. So and then they'll overly use uh, uh wrong slang and stuff like that. Yeah. So all right. So we have world news. So all right. So we have. Let me see. Go back to that. Let me see. National news. National news. I know we have the Somali fraudsters in Minnesota. Then you have Trump. Well, that's not national news. Well, we'll see. National news. We'll see what we can find. Major cities see violent crime surge as national rates plummet. That doesn't make any news. Make any sense. Major cities see violent crime surge as national rates plummet. Major cities see violent crime surge. That means it goes up as national rates plummet significantly. They probably mean Democrat-run cities. Okay. All right. So that we'll talk about that. Yeah. So what I do is all I do, and I keep a tab of these, right? And so what I do is just go like this, and if it's worth it, and they'll be in the in sequence, right? So I'll start playing with. Well, let me move that. Okay, so yeah, that'll be sequence, light, delayed, sped. Yeah. So okay, so then it'll be first be gaming news, and there'll be 15-year-old boy, right? And then I'll talk about the national news, right? So national news, I need something. Winter storm, as just the weather is kind of boring, but if you guys want to hear it, I'll be glad to do it. CBS News contributor on top national security threats in 2026. That's not national. This is national news desk weekend. Breaking news, national news. What the NBC says. That's not national. That's world news. Latest news. For Muslim New Yorkers, Zohran Madani victory bridges long-standing divisions. Yeah, I'll talk about that, but it'll be opinionated and it won't be. I'll make sure that it's my opinion. That I state that it's my opinion and my opinion only. What your opinion is just separate. All right. First person killed in mid-air helicopter crash in New Jersey. Oh, that's 4 hours ago. Let's talk about that. That's definitely, you could talk about that. Okay. And then Sunday Night Football. No, that's it. Playoff food with healthy sounding buzzwords be hiding added sugar. Yeah, we know that already. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the world news, right? We can talk about the world news. So I have enough for the that section. So let me just for the national news, world news. I bet you it's gonna be the Korean military stockpile, or buildup of the stockpile, and then it's gonna be Trump's Venezuela, and keep it. I bet you that's what it's gonna be. Okay, China welcomes Thailand's Cambodia troops as head of the trilateral talks. All right. So my opinion, I'm gonna say that's my opinion on that, because on the Cambodia side, it was all like the weapons were Chinese, the casinos were Chinese, the scam centers were Chinese, and so basically the boss of Cambodia was Chinese, right? And so yeah, and it all started when Thailand wanted a piece of the action, and so they was gonna build up their own gambling casinos, which was gonna. It's a bunch of stuff. It's just not one factor. It's a bunch of stuff. So just yeah, let's just talk about that. That does good content. I mean, it's opinionated content. Oh man, it's behind the paywall. Hold on a second. World News, Zera. I don't want to go out Zera because it kind of a little opinionated, but it could start us first election system. Okay, so let's see, China. Let's do this. China. I spelled Cambodian wrong. Okay. I don't know if TRT is too biased, but I mean everybody's biased, but I mean it's to a certain point where you want to keep it as minimal as possible. AP News, yeah, South China. Let's do this one. It's more. It seems to be more up to date. All right. So we got the world news, right? CNN. Why is it important? Because there's a lot of Thais and Cambodians and Chinese in America. And plus, it does. I mean, believe it or not, Thailand is a big economy, and then Cambodia is trying to fix their economy. Now, mind you, I mean, the whole thing was like Cambodia was in the slump because of the 70s or 80s, you know, the killing fields and the communist regime and all that stuff like that. And then now they again, you know, there doesn't seem to be moving away from that. They're more into that. Uh, yeah, capitalism is cool and all, but then you have crony capitalism, and then you have mafia capitalism. You have corporate mafias and all that. And that's what ruins capitalism, right? I'm not anti-capitalist at all. I'm more into making money as long as it's fair and everybody's has a even squeezing shot. Is it ever gonna be that way? No, hell no. So I mean, but that's what makes drama, right? And that's what feeds the algorithm and all that stuff like that. So all right, and then that's national news. The California slide, international news, latest. Well, we go to ABC, see what ABC says. Venezuela Christmas party, from American dream to poverty. Yeah, Trump says he called Putin for Zelensky meet. South Korea, millions of Afghan face hunger. Thai Cambodian top to meet in. Yeah, I want to see about that too. That's I don't know, man. To me, that's more interesting. Um, and then we have to shut this down here. All right, and then stop. Okay, so then Kev hit hard from Zelensky's meeting. What to know, militants. Let me see. Trump speaks to Putin ahead of Zelensky. Knife attack outside kills at least nice. Yeah, let's talk about that. This is this is December 28th. This is good because then we get to talk about. I know my friend said stay away from politics, but it does make for good drama and it does make for good content. So I mean, we could have a separate section for that. But I mean, this is a good conversation. Knives versus guns versus whatever weapon you have. Yeah, people are. That's not taking away the weapon that they use to do mass destruction does not solve the problem in itself natively. So you have to have a conversation about that, right? So that's a good section where we can have a conversation about. Some people would disagree, some people would agree, and then some people would disagree saying you shouldn't have a weapon at all, and they'll disagree with you not having a weapon violently. You get it? Okay, never mind. Okay, that was the national news, right? And so for Bronx jokes, right? Just to get me some inspiration. So the next section will be Bronx jokes, right? It's a section with either real or fiction-based jokes about the Bronx or in and out the Bronx, or about Bronx life itself, which is cool. And I encourage chatters to put in their chat for the next one. Just remember, don't put in real names because people get mad. Okay, so Bronx jokes, 12 hilarious Bronx jokes, right? Let's see if we could get some inspiration, and then we could just jokes made. I am over. Yeah, of course it came profanity. It's from the Bronx. Okay, a young divinity student is sent from Montana to the Bronx. Yeah, man, I've seen what you call that? The Mormons go to the Bronx. They don't do so well. Yeah. When he approaches the church where he was assigned, a young lady approaches him and says, "Hey, father, want a blowjob? $50." He doesn't know what that girl means, but assume it isn't appropriate, so he declines. After being introduced to the staff at lunchtime, he pulls in a nun aside and says, "Forgive me, sister, but what's a blowjob?" She replies, $50, same as the on the street. So that's a good joke, right? It was a good joke. But I really can't use it because it's an old joke. But I mean, it's I mean, you know what I can do? I could still use it, but let's just go through it. Yeah, we could just go through it together and just laugh at them, just so people could just laugh at. What is the Bronx slogan? No necida males. What does this phrase? Yield not to evil. No necida males. Really? Malice? No necida malice? Okay. Okay, and then we have
everybody that's from the Bronx, they always have to tell you that they're from the Bronx. They're a very proud people. Very proud. Survival. Yeah. It's like, hey man, how are you? My name's Tony, I'm from the Bronx. It's like, jeez. I didn't ask you either of those questions.
Okay, to revert for that, right? So a lot of times I went to Fresno State because my wife owned a restaurant over in Fresno. So while she was running that restaurant, I went to Fresno State, right? Oftentimes people would say, "Hey man, where you from?" I'll say, "I'm from the Bronx, man." And then somebody will come up to me and say, just why you got anything? You're from the Bronx. Because you asked me, you dumbass. So just to be, yeah, there's a little bit more to what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. But we'll talk about that. All right, so that's, and I'll bring that up in the talk, right? So
Everybody that's from the Bronx, they always
yeah, and okay, is that it? Yeah, I think we'll go through the jokes and then we'll go through that, right? So that's my Bronx morning coffee prep for Monday, right? But I do this every night. It's just not for Sunday, but I just wanted to show you on Sunday what it was, what I was doing, right? So the next one is the retro noon hour, right? So I got the retro noon hour at 12 Pacific Standard Time, not Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be that way until I move back to either New York or we move into Thailand. So in Thailand, then I have to switch my schedule for everybody. All right, so I got that. I have the tabs all filled up. All right, and so we're gonna look up what is the most popular retro console, right? Of course, it's gonna be the Super Nintendo, PlayStation, the NES, and Arcade. Okay, so I didn't play the Super Nintendo very much. Reason being, because I was what year was Super Nintendo came out? Let me see. Let me go here, and then let me see. NES date, the release date. It came out in 1990, and I was around 1990. I was 19 years old. So yeah, I was running around chasing girls. That's why. Okay, my little brother was playing it. And whenever I came home and my little brother wanted to play with me on the SNES, because he was into it, right? My mom like, tú no tienes algo que hacer. Tú más que estás jugando juego todo lo siempre. I said, Ma, I'm just playing with him for like 10 minutes. No, but I go, hace otra cosa porque tú estás muy mayor para esto. I say, basically, my mom will say, for my English speakers only, what are you doing playing with your little brother with the Nintendo? Don't you have something better to do? Shouldn't you be doing something? I said, Mom, I was outside all day. I went to school in the morning. I went to work after afternoon. It's like 9 o'clock at night. It's time to rest. You don't have something to do. Do something else besides playing the Nintendo. You're too old for that. Yeah, so yeah, like it was hard back in those days. It's like and now everybody, my mom is like, people are 30 years old, she don't mind people playing. I'm like, what the things change, you know what I'm saying? So it was seen as a little toy, right? So anyway, so let me see, what was the okay. So the SNES was the top one, right? So last week I played, for the whole week I played TurboGrafx 16, Bonk and Air Zonk and all that, right? So we'll try to play that, right? So let me see, most popular game on the SNES, right? Okay, so the list of the most popular games was some 20-minute copies, Super Mario All Stars, Donkey Kong Country. So Super Mario World, we'll play some Super Mario World. And then if it doesn't pick up, we'll play Super Mario All Stars and Donkey Kong Country. How's that? Right? So we'll play that for a while. That's for so we're gonna play Super Mario World. All right, for the SNES. That looks. I remember my neighbors would play that all day long, but yeah, but whatever. And then we have the Twin Shooter Gaming Dev Hour, right? All right, so let me take a break. I'll be right back, and then we'll start that. Okay, it's gonna be freestyling. We're not gonna do. I'm not gonna teach anything. I'm just gonna be trying to figure things out and see how things work out and stuff like that, and then we could go on with that. Okay, be right back. All right, folks. So we're back here, and we're just gonna freestyle it for right now. I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna try to figure out stuff before I do a presentation. Okay, so we're here at the you know in the Unity editor. Right, this is the gaming screen, and this is the other screen. So we were back. Where we left off was. Okay, so we got the weapon system working, but the problem is the placement of the actual projectiles. They're not appearing where they're supposed to be appearing in the beginning, and that's because we're not when we disable it, we're not resetting to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so anyway, just for that, you see, if you can see here, okay, if you see here, it's sometimes it starts off in a different location, right? All right, because it just goes too fast. We got that, and then we got these buttons here that's working. And we got this button here that's working. Sometimes you see, sometimes it just doesn't work right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the projectile script first. Weapons, projectile scripts. Let me see, make sure. Just look up projectile. Here it goes. Okay, and then we try to figure what's going on. All right, and then I'm gonna do another capture video, which would be here. Hey guys, if I make a mistake with my OIP studio, like if I'm not showing the screen, don't be shy to tell me, hey Mike, you're doing something wrong, because I'm looking at the chat screen, and I have two screens, so sometimes I don't pay attention. I get into the groove here a little bit. Okay, twin shooter. Okay, projectile. Right, and then just to make sure we set it to fit screen. There we go, and then we could zoom in or out if you guys can't see. I think you guys can see. All right. Oh, and let me just fade it. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. So we look at the projectile, and as you can see, linear velocity. Yeah, we should set that to 0, so we just start it off. So when see, okay. So when validate launch, when we launch, we actually set the. Yeah, we should do that. Yeah. So on enable, oh sorry, let's just disable the comments on that and see what happens. We don't really need to do. You could pick either or both on disable or disabled, right? So let's just do that, see what happens. All right. And so we are going to close that out and then fade and then just see what happens. Okay, because last time we left it at a cliffhanger, and we want to give the solution to the viewer, so because they maybe want to join in for the next one for the solution, right? So we got to make sure we give them the solution. All right, so here I am. Let's hit play on that. It's off, but still off a little bit. Let me see. See, it's starting over here. See, so we need to fix the position where it started at. See what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So let's go back to the script. Boom, and then fade. There we go. We'll go back to the script here, and let's just see what's going on. Okay, so when we first launch, okay, we're not set. Are we? Yeah, we're not setting the location. See what I'm saying? We're not. We're definitely not setting the location. So we need to set the location, right? So we need to do a vector 3, right? And then location, start, position, right? Okay, and then we do, before we do, okay, let's set the start position real quick. Okay, so transform position equals, no, not plus add, just make it so. Okay, right, and then we have 4 references to it, so that means we have to update all the references. Okay, launch, right? So when we shoot, we are shooting, and we want to shoot from, what did I call that? We go up here and see what we called it. Fire point. Oh yeah, the fire point. All right, the fire point. Launch or ballistic shot, fire point, muscle, transform, muscle. We want to muscle. There we go. Right, and then we have some more errors, right? I believe so. No? So we have 4 references. Yeah, we do have more. Okay, so then we want to also do muscle position. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we want to update that. There we go. Go to the next one. Same thing. So muscle position. There we go. Just in case. I mean, I know on this one we updated it, but yeah, it's object. See Pro Object Pooler. Yeah, we updated just in case. Just do it anyway. Do it again. Because it's asking it for it anyway. I know it's you shouldn't. All right, so let me just muscle position. All right, let's see how that works. All right, so we go back here and turn this off, and then we fade it in. Okay, so let's see how that works better, if it works better or not. I think it will, but we'll give it a chance. All right, there we go. So let's. Oh, we're still shooting a group. Why are we still shooting a group on this side? Let me see. All right, so don't destroy, object pooling. Let me see. Okay, it comes out here, but then it ends up over here. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so it does. It's substantial. It's not. It's spawning in the right place, but then the next time it just shoots direction. All right, launch. Okay, shoot. All right, let's go through this. All right, so we have. All right, there's something's wrong. Let me go back to the code here, and there we go. All right. So first we get the total damage, right? Whatever. Then fires this shot, current bullet per shot. Okay. So current bullet per shot, we are getting to make sure we have the length for it, fire points. And then we have the shooting direction. And then we have that. and then the launch is fine, but it's the follow through that's going on wrong. So we just look at project out again. So we have the launch. So the start position is here. The direction is fine. Are we transforming? Is good. Stop all. Oh, there. Okay. All right. All right. So we need, first of all, we need to fix this. We can't have it working on coroutines because coroutines are inefficient, right? And so I remember I showed you this before on how not to do this. All right. So let's fix that up. On the coroutine. Okay, which one's the coroutine? Stop all coroutines. Okay, Marshall. This is decompiled. Okay. Coroutine, return after delay. Okay, we need to update that with Unitask, right? So this is a good thing to do. So we are going to go on the net, look up how to use Unitask, right? And then just do it pretty much. All right. All right, let me add another, close that out. Oh, here it goes. All right, let's do that. So window capture, right? Browser, Google, there we go. And then fit window, fit the screen, and then we fade it out. All right. Delay task. All right. To delay a task, and you use the await. No, Unitasks. Yeah, I did. Task. Unitask. Delay. Okay, so basically this is the way you do it. Delay task, delay. Okay, very simple. All right, so let's go over here. Close that out. Close this out. Fade. All right, so now in here, what we do is return after delay. I'm gonna say async, sync, right? And then I'm gonna say await, Unitask, Unitask. There we go. And then delay, and then the delay. A Unitask delay is not, it's an integer. Integer. Okay. So that means we need to let's do it. Oh, that's fine. Delay. Integer is fine. No, float. Float. Integer. Right, that's good. And then why is it not all count? All right, let's just do it this way because this is easier. That way, you could still use float, and then don't have to do casting. Okay, that's better. All right, so then async is gone. And then we want to do it, but we want to keep our void status. No. No. We don't need that. We don't need that, right? You just need that launch, right? And Unitask stop. Do I need to stop task? Yeah, we need to do a cancellation. Let's do a cancellation because you need task works with cancellation tokens, so you have to work with that. Okay, and then give me a second. Why turn to poll. Async. Return at the poll. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, first it's from delay. All right. And then we need the cancellation token. Okay, and then we need operator can only be used. No. Yeah, make method. Yeah. There we go. Okay, no. Did make method. Oh, okay. Nah. This is wrong. Okay, so the reason why I'm looking at it is over here is because I don't think I need all that, but just in case. Okay, call this method to stop in a specific. Okay, so we'll do this one. All right, and then we'll run this here, right, just to make sure, right, that we're following the coroutines thing here, and then do something, and then we'll do here. All we want to do, we're not doing anything here. All we really want to do is just lessen the time. And make sure we got the cancellate. There we go. Make sure we got that right, spelled correctly. Yeah, we do have this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do Unitask avoid. Unitask avoid. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, just async Unitask. That's all I'm gonna do. I think that's it. I think that's how you call it. Yeah, that's how you call it. Now you can either make this avoid or you could just say forget. Forget, right? Okay. So now we fixed that part. Okay, but we need to set the delay, which was wait, delay. Unitask, and then that's system for, there we go. All right, let me see. And then, I'm going crazy here. No, I don't want you, man. No. And then delay. There we go. Because this should be a lot better and take up less memory. Because, all right, so let's go back and see how that runs. I should make it run a little faster now. All right. It's like I said, it's not, it's all right. No. We don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah, we want this. There we go. So let's run it and see how it goes. Because remember, coroutines work on a heap and unitask works on the stack. So you're gonna make a lot of unnecessary. So the more, like, you see all this stuff, it's gonna be sucking up CPU cycles. I mean memory cycle. Okay, so let's see if I could see what's going on. So basically, we create and then it ends up over here somehow. So I guess we're calling that position way too many times. But is it? Yeah. Somewhere along the line, we set the position to the world 000, and it's coming out there. And let me see if that happens afterwards, which we did. Okay. So then we go boom, step. Yeah, you see, every time we step. Okay. So which one is this one? That one. That one, that one, that one, that one. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna look at the projectile script, right? Oh, which we are already. I mean, with the Unitask, you could tell it's already working more smoothly. But that we took care of that problem. It was a problem of opportunity that we did. So I mean, stop all coroutines. I forgot to take care of that. Get rid of that right here. And then we're gonna go over here to stop all associated tasks. Yeah, return to pool, right? And then cancel evocation. Here it goes. Return to pool is 000. Velocity is 000, not the position. Return to pool, right? But what we're doing is we're not. Okay, let's see what return to pool means. Really, return to pool. Does it turn it off? Turn to pool. Yeah, it does turn it off right here. Okay. All right, so we are gonna have to figure this out. All right, so let me take a break, get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, give me 1 second. Okay, there I am back again. All right, so let's see where we could put the stop point. It should be in the launch, right? Stop point, we'll do it here, right? The transform is the start position of wherever we was called, right? So what's the position of that right there? Okay, so let's step to the next frame, and it goes over to position 1 minus 1. Okay, that's weird. What is this position? The Y position of this? No, that is 2. Okay, and this is 0. All right, and then we'll we'll try to see where 3D action. Okay, so let's attach it. See if it works. Okay, it started. All right, let's look at the code here. All right, so I put the stopper here, and to see if we could see what's going on. Give it 1 second for it to load. Come on, you can do it. Sorry, I have an old 3090 computer, so I do need to update the computer. But I don't know, the 5090 doesn't seem too attractive to me. Everybody says it's, I don't know, that's just the internet probably. But okay, let's just go on here. Come on, work. Did it get stuck on me? Let's try it again. All right, so we're here. Okay, so let's shoot. I'm pressing shoot, right? So we're here at the shoot. All right, so then we have, just remember the position, 1 minus 1, 0 minus 1. So how many shots we got? We got 2 shots for this one. Fire points. It might be just the firing point. Origin is 0, 1, 2. Okay. Position. All right, so we got the position. So we're going to get the position. The position is 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Is not alive yet. Position speed. Okay, direction. Okay. And bilinear velocity, direction times speed. Yeah, that's right. And then we have direction, 0, rotation. Okay, so we got the rotation. I mean, if we get the rotation, we really don't need this. Yeah, we do need the velocity. Well, we could always set it to go forward, right? It's forward, so we don't have to figure out the linear velocity, correct? So we could try that later. So we stop all the associated tasks, and now we want to set it for 1 minute, 1 second, and then it's gonna delay. We're gonna do a cancellation token, and then we're gonna await, right? And it launches again. Another one launches again. Ah, come on. There we go. All right. So launches again, launches again. The direction is 0. Oh, the direction is not equal to 0. This is, all right. So the direction is what's messing it up. So we found that, right? Linear velocity, direction, because if we go back to the screen here, hold on a second. Jeez, come on. Go back to the, if we go back to this right here, right? That's where it was going wrong. It was 0, right? So hold on a second. Direction is 0. Quaternion. All right, so let me change this code up a little bit. So do we need the direction? Okay, so rigid body. Let's do this again one more time. I just want to make sure. All right, so we fire, right? Correct. So we have fire single, right? So we have direction is -401. Okay. Projectile direction. See, we don't really need that because what happens is we could just set the velocity to wherever it's facing forward. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay, so yeah. Yeah, you see? All right, so let's do that, okay? Let's stop it here. And let me see. So, it's gonna have to go up here. See, direction. All right. So then RB linear velocity is gonna equal to transform vector transform vector forward, right? Vector forward. From vector forward, was it? Forward. Forward, I believe it was. There we go. Forward times, what was it? Projectile speed. Projectile speed. Yeah, because we don't need. Okay, we got the reason why, because it's a little bit confusing because for me, right? So we have the direction, right? We normalized it. We did a transform on it. Why we need to do it again? We wanted whatever a forward for that game object is to go forward plus the projectile speed. Does that make sense? Right? Let me see if it does anything. I don't. Right? Let's see. Let's try it out. Okay, so we here. Oh, okay. I gotta get rid of this stuff here. See, it's still doing it though. But let's see if it's okay, but directions is a little better. Let's see what I'm saying? All right, I want to know what's going on over here. All right, so I'll scroll down here. Seems to be rehashing the same ones. Okay, this is. I wonder. Oh, all right. The rotation hasn't changed, but the rotation for these have. Hmm. Rigid body, rigid body. Hmm. To be an animation? Inquire, might as well know. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the prefab set. Oh, all right. Let's go here. Project Polar. Let's see. Maybe something wrong with my see it ends up down there. So that's 0 0 and then 0 0. Okay, so let me, all right, so something's making it 0 0. Okay, let me write this down. Notes minus 1.4. Okay. Oh, here it goes. I gotta punch it over here. So I got, it always seems to be the same. So it's minus 1.470, and then we have a 0.99 or something like that, right? And so let's find out what's really going on here. Bullet clone. But this one has a. All right, so when we called this method, right, we saw that it was called one time, and then, okay, so fire single, when you shoot, fire single, and then the single is put in text, blah, 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 get put on launch, right? Now launch, projectile, launches has 4 references. Why it has 4 references? Event bus, okay, the event bus, that makes sense. The fully optimized, that makes sense. And then the unitask, fully optimized one. So we are using, which one we using? On the player, we are using the twin control, fully optimized script. And then we have the current spread angle. We don't need that. So apply accuracy. Oh, this might be the thing. Deviation is random. Okay, I see why. Just get rid of that. Maybe that went a little too far on that one. See how that runs. We commented that out. See how that runs. Okay, got this. We got this. Let's try it again one more time. Deviation is still working like that. All right. Let's go back. Okay, so I got rid of the deviation. All right. We add that later. Apply spread. Yeah, we have the spread. Okay. Let's not do that for right now. Let's see exactly what's going on. So we just, okay, quaternium, look at rotation, project go. We want to shoot current precision. and projectile muzzle transform precision. Yeah, we got the muzzle. Yeah, we have the muzzle, right? We have the direction, shoot direction, right? Correct. Okay. And make sure that's correct. I just want to make sure this is exactly what we wanted, because that deviation was bad. I mean, deviation should be more like from the point, and then you go like this from this point here, right? The deviation, right? It should be a cone, right? Not when you're out here, then it moves to here, here, here in a spear. So I did that wrong. See, it's still deviating on some of them. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? Just to find out where is it happening at. It's not happening at launch. It's happening while. Is it because of my? Let me look at the prefab. I'm shooting this one. Actually, let's see if it happens to all the bullets. Okay, let's do that. Let's see if it's happening to all the bullets. Right, so we're shooting. All right. Yeah, it's happening to all the bullets. So it is inherently something that's. Yeah, it's happening to all the bullets. So it's inherently to the projectile script, I believe. And hmm. 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 Projectile life, like, okay. Screen shooter. Optimize fully. Projectile lifetime. Okay. Let me see. Scriptables. Faster bullet. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 10. I'm gonna set them all to 10 and see if that's what it is. And speed is 5. Hit modifier. Radius mod. It might be that. Maybe that. Well, I commented all that stuff out, so it shouldn't really. Okay, just make sure. Sorry, my voice is going down. Oh, let me start. No, I didn't. All right. It's still happening. Yeah, it's still happening a lot. All right. Is it? What is set in that time? Okay. Look, this is good. Is it because we have, oh, I see. Hold on a second. Let me fire point. I only have one fire point. Oh, muscle setup. Fire point is only one. I only have one. And let's just look at it. Oh, it's all the way down here. Oh, no wonder. It's the fire point? No, fire point is right here. Yeah, that's the fire point right there. Which is good. It's really good. The fire point right here. Okay, let me make sure something's not warping the fire point. Forward is still full. Where's forward at? It's not. Okay, let me look at the local, not the global. There we go, local. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have to set the direction, really. I should just say rotate on that. Okay, so that's not warping. Okay, there, right there. It's warping. It's changing the position right there. I have no idea why it's doing that. And it's not rotating the way it is. Okay. All right. So for this one, it is rotating a little bit better. Let me slow down the bullets. Maybe I could see it better. All right, blast the bullets. We're gonna say speed is gonna be 0.5, right? And let's see if we could actually see it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so hold on. Mm. So this one is this one, and then this one is that one. So they're two separate ones. Why are you? This one is at 0, and then this one is at 2. But when we launch it, okay, so we spawn from the pool. We grab the. I shouldn't have to worry. Okay, so when we spawning from the pool, right? We really shouldn't, because it's not. We really shouldn't have to worry about that. So let's get rid of that, right? Because it might avoid a confusion, right? So sorry about that. Right? We don't really need that. Okay, so we dequeue it. We dequeue it, and then we dequeue it, and that appears. Reset transform. We don't need to reset the transform. We're doing that ourselves. Okay, and then we do and spawn from pool. Okay, so we got that, right? Let's stop here. And then we only, no, we don't care about the position. We handle the position. Whoever's calling it is going to handle the position itself. All we doing, all the object pooler has to do, remember, it's supposed to be one, uh, what was it? What do you call that? Each class should just handle one thing, right? Separation of concerns, right? So that's what we're doing, separation of concerns. Just handling separations of concerns. All right. The object itself should handle, the calling object itself should handle the direction, rotation, and all that stuff like that. All you doing is I'm just giving you the stuff. I'm not telling you how to use the stuff. Let's go here. See, that works. Okay. Shoot, no, still doing the same thing. You see, still doing the same thing. And it's not pointing towards what we wanted. So the problem is you gotta check to make sure you're using the right scripts, which we are. Okay. Fully optimized and weapons fully optimized. All right. So weapons is fully optimized. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Bullet, just shot, first shot, muzzle, fire point. Okay. Aim direction. Okay, I don't like that too much. I think I should just copy the rotation of the, makes it much easier, of one of the fire points. Okay, yeah, of the fire point, rotation of the fire point. That way, the muzzle, right? Okay, so we don't care about the shoot direction right now. It's easy for, that's why it's offset to 0 right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna, that's why. That's what it was. Accuracy. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Let me just fix this one. Muzzle, transform, rotation. To boiler. No, that's no longer deprecated. Angles, Euler angles. There we go. All right, but we're not working. I got confused with what script. We're not working from that script. We're working from this script. Got it completely wrong. All right, so we're working from this script here. No. There we go. All right. So muzzle. We got the muzzle. All right. So we are gonna direction. Muzzle, rotation, transform, rotation. because we are okay. Angle, Euler angles. There we go. All right. So we're working from this one. And so direction, Euler angles. All right. So basically, where's the direction? Direction normalized. Vector is 3, 0. Look at the direction. This is kind of stupid. I don't want to convert over and over again. So you know what I'll do? I'll do rotation. Okay, for right now, let's see how that works. I'll convert it. It's kind of stupid for me. I'll do a transform, but a transform rotation is a quaternion, right? Yeah, so I could do a quaternion. Let's do this first, all right? Let's just do that first, and then we'll do the quaternion. If that doesn't work out, we could just copy the quaternion. I don't know if that's like an I don't know if that's an expensive thing to do, CPU wise, but we'll give it a try. We'll look it up. No, the position. Oh, the position is wrong. Is it? No, it's not wrong. This is the projectile. Okay. All right. Let's see how that works. All right. We got that. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Okay. So that's definitely wrong. All right. So turn that off. And so what we're gonna do is gonna do quaternion. All right, we're gonna do quaternion. No. We're gonna do muzzle and rotation. Transform. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. We got that working. And let's see how it looks like now. Let's get this part fixed and then we could just move on to the next part. Okay. Still appearing in the middle of the freaking screen. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, something's... And it's after... Watch. See? After it gets launched. See? See? Alright. So we have actually let's get rid of all these other scripts because we don't need them anymore. We already displayed it to the user, and so it's just adding to the confusion. So let's see. Weapons, twin shooter weapon, is it? Player, twin shooter control. Okay, twin shooter control. Yep, that. Yep. Event bus. Get rid of that because we're using the event bus. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm deleting all this scripts here because it's adding to the confusion, and we already displayed it to the user anyway, so we don't want to do that again. So we have fully optimized. I named it optimize unitask. Fully optimized. Oh, bathroom break. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see. What's the other weapons we need to get rid of? Twin stick shooter weapon. Okay, we got rid of that script. Okay, twin shooter. Twin shooter weapon. Layered. Get rid of that. We get rid of some of these files that we really don't need. Like I said before, I already showed it to the player already, so it's just adding to the confusion anyway. Other people just deprecate it. I don't deprecate it. I understand why they deprecate though. Come on, buddy. Get rid of that script here, and then twin shooter weapon. Twin shooter. And then I just find it this way. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I'm just deleting them real quick. Sorry, part of the boring part of the job. And bus accident. All right. Okay. Have some errors here. Shoot. Let me see that. Okay, we should be done now. No, we're not. Mm-hmm. We have this guy here. Yep. Then we have this guy here. Panel. Event bus. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see if that works. I'll just make sure everything compiles correctly. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Okay, because we switched to event bus, right? So let's see how everything's working now. Oh, I gotta turn on my joystick here. See, it's still appearing on the bottom here for some reason. And so it has to be a reason for that going on. So we have the player, we have the event shooter, fully optimized control. Let's see the control. Why? Maybe the control is off whack. Ah. All right, so hold on a second. All right, and then I'm just looking something up right real quick. I'll put it on the screen in a minute. All right. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, and so let's see. Rotation with body movement, dead zone. I don't think it's this one because we just rotating, right? On this, right? So I think the problem is on, let me see, because we're only using 2 scripts right now. On the FirePoint, all right. Edit script. I want to know why when it's after it, okay, everything launches correctly, right? But once it starts moving, it just moves to that position. So I just want to see why. Okay, let's do the let's just see that one more time. Okay. Is could it be could it be collision? No, right? Let's see. Let's look at it. So it's collision. All right, all right. All right, let's go over here and make sure that we are setting the scriptables. Blast the bullet, projectile, and then blast the gun has a fire rate. Oh, come on. All right, so the blaster rate has a fire rate of, I think let's just set it to 2. That way we could see what's going on much better. Now all of them go there. Oh, okay, so fire one. Nope. Okay. For some reason it goes down there. I want to know why it goes down there. All right, so let's look at the prefab. Is it the box collider? Is a trigger? Let's take it off a trigger. See what happens. Rigid body, automatic center of mass, automatic tensor, interpolate specular. And this is a playable. Okay. All right, let me make sure the matrices is okay. Player settings. Matrices. Play a bullet. It just hits the enemy. It can't hit itself. It's not allowed to hit itself. Okay, so right now let's take it off of everything. Right? Okay. Just to see what it does. Sometimes there's just some simple weird stuff that you forgot about. And but the thing about it, it always goes to the same spot. Even if you're way over here. See? See? So that's not the problem. So when you launch it, direction, that's fine. Position is fine. This okay, let's do this. Let's not set the position, right? And but we set the rotation, correct? And let's see what happens there. I think maybe it might be the position. Maybe something's overriding it. then we could trace it backwards. All right, so we're here now. There we go. Okay, so I see the problem. All right. We found out the problem right here. Okay. So if we trace this backwards to the reference, correct? Muzzle, rotation, muzzle transform position. The muzzle is the firing point. Bullet index, total bullets, firing points. There we go. Right here. Okay. So that should be it. And then the firing points, I only have one firing point, which is the bullet index with the length. We should. Okay. That's the unit. That's the problem right there. Try to shoot. Shoot. Right, so the muzzle should be transform 0. Okay, that's good. But then when I try to do this one, well, that one's good. Okay. No, it's not good because it started over here. Why are you down here for? Okay. So the muzzle, oh, wait. What's that? That's the floor. So it starts at the floor. The floor is what? The floor is 0, 0. And then this muzzle, the muzzle is, let's just add to watch. Add to watch, muzzle. Okay. Okay, it starts there because it's supposed to start there. Okay, so now we're going to adjust the actual position of it, right? So start position, which is supposed to be from the muscle transform position, right? So the muscle transform. Oh, no. Muscle, okay. Position. There we go. All right. Let's see how that looks now. Okay. Hopefully we finish because I need to take a nap. All right, let's see how that works. So that's muscle transform position. Oh, it still starts at the bottom there. All right. Just to do this, okay? So that we do boom, boom. We just take the first muzzle instead of figuring all that out. Maybe there's something to it that we dissecting all the way down to the bottom. Ready? Let's go here. Right, get the game. Oh, it's still going to that bottom part right there. Wow, that's just the weirdest. You see, it goes straight there. Do we have something in the way? No, we have nothing in the way. We have the floor. Let's get rid of the floor. See, it's just the weirdest thing. All right, so what happens? Okay, let's see if it does the same thing. Now, when we're eliminating everything, jeez. See, still, no, so it's not the floor. Oh, come on. It's not the floor. Is there something in the code? Are we setting this wrong? It's not in the floor. No, that's good. That's good. Collider. All right, let's take this out. Collider is good. Yeah, the collider is good. Yeah, that's good. Not gonna hurt anybody. All right, and then object pool. Okay, and then we have hmm. Mm-hmm. Then we have that pool, right? But then when after it launches, it launches fine. And then linear velocity equals forward speed. All right, let's see this. It's got to be something wrong with that. Maybe it's the setting on the how we did. Maybe too much calculations or something like that. We eliminate a lot of stuff because you never know what happens. So All right, let's run that. See if that works out for us. Nope, nope. It goes straight there. For some reason, it goes straight there. All right, so maybe it has to happen with interpolate. That's interpolate, and that one's is that one is continuous speculative. That one is yeah. Yeah. Uh, let's do discrete and see if that works out. Maybe that's a problem. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay, so pause it. Oh, it shot two at a time. That might be it. Okay, let's do this. Let's switch the from blaster to just deck gun, which just shoots one at a time. Does it? No, it shoots two at a time. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, man. All right, so hold on a second. Let's see, player only has one fire point, right? And then we're just gonna make sure that everything only fires one time. Blast the bullet, hit modifier 2, damage, explosion, radius, 0, 0, modifier 0. Then we have blaster gun, fire rate, shots. We're just gonna fire one at a time, and see how can we do with that. All right, let's see. Maybe something's wrong with the code or something. I mean, of course, something's wrong with the code, but more of the scammers. All right. No, even one. Sometimes they go down there. See? Oh, let me see if I shoot from someplace else. Yep. Let me see. Wow. Yeah, still. See? Oh, man. What a pain in the ass. All right. All right. So let's switch back to continuous. Triple eight. Let's do discrete. Maybe that discrete. Maybe that works. Okay. That obviously didn't work. And so Sachs continue speculative. There we go. It goes back to continue speculative. Let's go back to let me see. Let me try to figure this out. I could take a break. Almost done. After this one, I'll take an hour break, and then we'll work on limbs all for the rest of the night. Limbs gonna be even more because it's gonna be even longer because we need to make sure that tables are always working in a proper dynamic way that it should be. So that should be some research on that, just on that alone. Uh, so I'm asking AI what's going on. Uh, you know, I give it my all, so that's my last ditch effort. It might be just a bug or something. I'm not sure. I don't think so because there's a lot of like Vampire Survivor and all that other stuff is made with that with Unity. I don't think they have issues. Or it doesn't seem like they had issues. Mm. Oh, look, tired. Mm. Ah, All right, so I'm asking AI what to do. It may find something more. Might be a glitch or something. Almost there. Hopefully, I didn't get a nap, man. I'm tired. Okay, so that was a vector zero reset. Okay, let's try that. There was a reset on vector zero. Okay, let's see. Hopefully that works. If not, I'm stopping it here and just taking a break. Oh, I gotta turn on the. Oh, golly. That seemed to work. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah. Yep, but now it's not moving forward. But at least I got rid of the glitch. All right, so let me ask what was really the problem. Well, we moved the back 3-0 reset. Okay, just drop. It's called rigid body wakes up with the old position. Okay, when the projectile returns to the pool, sits at the random old position pile. You shot again. It's called set remove. Wakes up with the old position. That's what happens. It's called set position over. Interpolation kicks in. Tries to smoothly interpolate. Oh, so it was, yeah. So instead of using RB position instead of the transform position, tell the physics. Okay, so we have to tell it to use the rigid body instead of the transform. that was, that's my that's my problem. So tomorrow when I cover this, I have to make sure that I tell the user how to fix it. Okay? All right. Let me see. Prep day outro. All right. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you guys later. Have a good time. We're gonna cover limbs next. Okay.